told over and over again that the Republicans are the party of hate and division, but the Democrats are the party of love and acceptance, and it seems to me that Democrats will only love and accept you if you agree with them. It also seems to be the case that Republicans only hate certain ideas and not the people that hold them. When you look at Twitter and the voices that seem to be the loudest and most hateful, it is almost always coming from one side. People such as Daniel Uhlfelder, Rob Reiner, David Weissman, Jeff Tiedrich, and Majid Padalon, among others. All of these people have said hateful and dangerous things over and over again without consequence, because they happen to play for the team that controls all the institutions. And it's time for everyday Americans to call them out for their hate. Where is the love and acceptance that was supposed to be central to this party? It's not the fault of everyday Democrats that these people keep lying to them. There are no social incentives for having a point of view that differs from the establishment. If you end a statement with how it affects the transgender community, you will be praised and hailed as a hero. If you state the facts and neglect to mention how that affects communities of color, you will be ignored or you will be called a racist. I can speak from experience. The people I talk to that disagree with me call me names and attack me personally when I try to discuss issues. It is very clear where the problem lies. And when we talk about Republicans being hateful bigots, the first thing that comes to mind is homophobia. It's easy to make this assertion based on their stance on gay marriage, but I have a lot of Republican friends, and as far as I can tell, not a single one of them is homophobic or hates gay people. The view they seem to hate is the dilution of marriage by including couplings outside of the original definition. And so far as I can tell, there is a conversation to be had about that, and honestly, I don't have a strong stance either way. Another bigotry that is applied to Republicans may be closer to the truth, and that's transphobia. The fact is that transgender ideology is dangerous, disingenuous, and harmful to everyone involved. The surgery being performed and the hormones that are given do not do what is advertised, in that they do not make you the opposite sex. This is an abhorrent practice that only hurts the people who need our help. Big pharma and the medical industry are making money exploiting the mentally ill, and if you had any compassion or conscience, you would be against it as well. Racist is a term applied to Republicans that is most clearly off the mark. Throughout our history, one party has been the party of racism and bigotry, and it seems that party was the Democrats. In state legislatures in the 19th century, after the Reconstructionist movement, Democrats passed the Jim Crow laws. Do they really have a leg to stand on, calling anyone racist? I don't think so. When it comes to immigration, there is a discussion to be had about how we handle the issue, about what we can do about immigration. Recognizing we have an issue with immigration does not make you a racist. Pointing out problems does not make you racist. That word is thrown around far, far too often. And honestly, we need to stop. We need to have an honest discourse about what is happening in our world without all the hyperbolic rhetoric, straw men, and false equivalencies. I have an open mind, and I am willing to hear you out no matter who you are or what point of view you have. The only people that seem to want to have a conversation right now are Republicans. Let's make the world a better place together. Nobody's perfect, but let's be willing to learn and willing to be wrong. Thank you. Good night.